Hello guys, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So, pada video hari ini, cikgu nak terangkan macam mana nak jawab soalan bahagian C but in English version. So, dalam subjek sains, dia ada bahasa Melayu, ada juga yang Dui language. Ni sesuai untuk orang yang Dui language lah, kesian kan, asyik bahasa Melayu je. So, bahagian C is divided into two parts, which is question 10, 11 and also 12. So, 10, you mesti wajib jawab, compulsory. And 11 to 12, either one, just choose one. So, today video, we're going to show you how to answer the question number 10, how you can get 10 mark totally. So, we want to grab the 10 mark. So, let's see the question. So, they said, study the following statement. The statement is vehicle tire manufacturer. It's about the tire, your car tire. Tend to use vulcanized rubber. Vulcanized rubber is the rubber that already undergo chemistry process. They add the sulfur atom. To make tire, not only because the cost is cheaper, but also because some of its characteristics are better than natural rubber. So they are comparing between the vulcanized rubber and also natural rubber. So the question is, based on the above statement, you need to plan an experiment to investigate the differences between the two types of rubber in terms of elasticity. So first of all, you must know the term of elasticity. In Malay, it's called kekenyalan. Elasticity means when you, let's say you pick up a rubber band, when you pull up, they come back to the original shape. That's we call elasticity. So the first question is, suggest one hypothesis to investigate the above statement. Means we must make an early conclusion based on this statement. The statement said that the vulcanized rubber, the vehicle tire manufacturer tend to use the vulcanized rubber to make the tire. So they use the vulcanized rubber to make a tire. Not only because the cost is cheaper, because it is synthetic from the manufacturer, from the kilang, but also because some of its characteristics are better than natural rubber. Okay, there are two main points here. They are saying that the vulcanized rubber is cheaper. The other one is vulcanized rubber have some properties or characteristics that better from natural rubber. So, one hypothesis is we can say that the vulcanized rubber is more elastic than the natural rubber. So here we are talking about the characteristic. You can say that because they said the statement is about the comparing vulcanized rubber and also natural rubber. So we can compare the elasticity because the natural rubber is very soft. When you pull up, it's never come back to the original shape compared to the vulcanized rubber. So early conclusion that we can make is vulcanized rubber are more elastic compared to natural rubber. So move on to the other question. So you can get 1 mark here. Okay, the question number B, they said that you are given a strip of 10 centimeter vulcanized rubber. It's like a long vulcanized rubber with a length of 10 centimeter. A strip of 10 centimeter natural rubber. So you have two type of rubber with 10 centimeter size with a mass of 200 gram, 2 clips, a stopwatch, a retort stand, and other apparatus. So they are saying that they ask you to describe an experiment to test your hypothesis in A based on the following criteria. So it is easy, the same thing when you're going to answer in Malay or even in BI. So just follow the statement, just follow the question. So first they are asking you about the aim of the experiment. So aim of experiment here, you can't just using the statement above. So they are saying that you are given blah 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 to clip, and they ask you to describe the experiment to prove your hypothesis. So your hypothesis, you said that the vulcanized rubber have more elastic compared to natural rubber. So starting for aim of experiment, you must have the word to investigate, like the question above. So you must, in Bahasa Melayu, untuk mengkaji, that a must word you must include. So to investigate, the elasticity of vulcanized rubber and natural rubber. That's the aim of experiment. So we go to the number 2, the identification of variables. So variables, we have 3 types of variables. We have responding variable, manipulated variables, and also constant variable. So the manipulating variables is a variable that changing in this experiment. So the one, as you can see, the apparatus given, the chemical given. So the one that exchanging, the one is manipulated or difference in this experiment is, you can see that is the natural rubber and also vulcanized rubber. So these two is different. Although they are both type of rubber, but this is the different. The type of rubber. This is the manipulated variable. And we go to the responding variable is what our aim. We want to see what when we compare these both, we want to see what is the final outcome that we're going to see in this experiment. So the responding variable will go to the elasticity of the rubber. You can say that elasticity of the rubber, or you can say that the final length of the vulcanized rubber and also natural rubber. The easier one is you can say about the elasticity of the rubber. And last but not least is the response variable, not the constant variable. Constant variable is quite simple. It is already there in the experiment but not so important. When you see that, you can say that the early length of the rubber is 10 cm. You can say for the Malakan, you can say that the early length of the rubber, natural rubber or vulcanized rubber. Or you can also state the weight of the mass. You can use 200 gram, 300 gram, 1 kilo, and so on. This is also one of the constant variable. Okay, next. So we already get here 2 and 1. We already get 3 marks. For the identification of variable, if you only know 2, is also okay, because for the marks, 2 is the minimum. You can get 2 marks if you listed 2 variables. And go to the list of apparatus and material. For the list of apparatus of material, don't be so lazy. Just copy whatever given here, starting from a strip of 10 cm vulcanized rubber, natural rubber, weight with the mass 200 gram, 2 clips, a stopwatch, a retort stand, and other apparatus is you must state at least one apparatus. So we already know everything. We don't have is a ruler to measure the final length of the rubber. So add a ruler, copy and add a ruler. Okay, then you already get here is 4 marks. Then the procedure and method is quite bigger mark here. They are given 4 marks. So how you going to tackle this? So it's easy actually. You can just draw the picture of the experiment if you remember. If not, you just set up a simple experiment, because theoretically this experiment is quite simple. Like you have a rubber, then you have a weight, then you have to clip, stopwatch, and also how you want to record the experiment. For example, we hang the rubber for 30 seconds. So we want to see the length of the rubber after 30 seconds. Is it longer or is retain the actual length? So for the procedure, let's try to do it simple. Okay, the first mark you can say that clip both ends of vulcanized rubber. One clip is used to hang the vulcanized rubber to a retort stand, and another one is placed with 200 gram weight. So that's the first one. Then mark number 2 you can get by saying that after 30 minutes, take both the clip and the weight. Then mark number 3, measure and record the length of the vulcanized rubber. And mark number 4, repeat step 1 to 3 using natural rubber. So can you imagine that you just we hang the rubber on the retort stand for 30 minutes, and in the end we measured the length of rubber. In Malay, we just gantung getah tu dekat retort stand and in the end kita measure dia punya kepanjangan dia. And of course lah, kita nak compare the vulcanized rubber and also natural rubber. And natural rubber confirm dia akan elongated, dia akan makin panjang. Dia tak kembali kepada keadaan asal. Okay, that's about the procedure. And last but not least, about the tabulation of data. This is the easy mark. So you must use this step. Just 2 columns. The left column is for the manipulated variable, which is type of rubber, and the right column is for the responding variable, which is the elasticity of the rubber. So just put here natural rubber and also vulcanized rubber, and you can get 1 mark. So normally student will try so hard for the procedure, and maybe you can get maximum 2 to 3 marks. So we go to 2 marks, and the rest you can get full mark. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's easy actually for section C to get 8/10. So good luck. So hopefully you can enjoy the process of learning. Hopefully you can get A in your SPM. Okay, bye.